everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star the Flippin' Hippo. Today is Monday, February the 3rd, and because it's a Monday, that means it's time for What's Sold on eBay! Just like every week, guys, I'm going to take you on a walk through our Instagram photos that we put up each day of our shipping piles, and then we'll head on over to eBay and look at some of the bolos and bread and butter items that sold last week. I always try to pick out a good variety of both because bolos are few and far between. They're the rare gems you find, and bread and butter is what a lot of us base our businesses on. So I try to show you both, and when I do make mistakes or source something I shouldn't, I always like to show you guys those too. I don't have any of those this week. Everything's pretty much just bread and butter and exciting. I do have every single plush that sold as well to show you because they're my favorite and I always like to show them. So let's just jump right on in, guys. You're looking at today's pile, 22 packages, all eBay sales. For a weekend, that is pretty slow for us. We should be somewhere around 32, 33 at this point. We have about 2,200 listings, I think, active on eBay right now. So things are still a little slow around here, but they're better. They're getting better. As far as volume. Now, as far as overall sales and profit, this weekend was really good. This big brown box you're looking at right here is a DVD VCR player, which we'll look at when we go over to what sold. Last Monday, we only had 15, and 11 of those were remotes. So this weekend was better than last weekend, 22 versus 15, and we had 12 remotes over the weekend instead of 11. Tuesday last week shot up for some reason, that roller coaster of the world of online selling. We had 10 items and 8 packages. 9 were eBay and 1 was Poshmark. And then on Wednesday we dropped back down to 6 sales and 5 packages, all eBay. Thursday we only had 4 and all of them were eBay. 3 of those were remotes and 1 was Plush. And Friday we had 7, 6 eBay and 1 Posh. If you're not noticing the pattern, it's still that remotes and Plush are selling pretty regularly and clothes are still slow and few and far between. I don't know what's going on with the clothes. I have my theories, but we'll talk about that in a different video. Right now we're just going to look at the what solds. So you guys are looking at a Disney Pixar Finding Nemo squirt. This is a turtle from the movie. He was 50 cents at the Goodwill. And he sold for $15 and shipped first class in a poly bag. Here's a Puxatawny Phil. He was 50 cents at the Goodwill. I will still buy Ty, Plush, and some Beanie Babies, especially if they're of recognizable characters or very unique. Puxatawny here only sold for 10. He was a risk I took because he was only 50 cents. We had 2 of them too. They had 2 of them, so I bought both for $1. And both of them have sold within a week of each other. I'm guessing they sold because of Groundhog Day, which was Saturday. Both of the Puxatawny Phils have been sitting around for a couple of months, and then they both sold within a week. So I'm sure he sold because of Groundhog Day. If you guys aren't familiar with Puxatawny Phil, he's the famous groundhog from Puxatawny, Pennsylvania, that they show every year, like with the mayor on the news, and he determines if he sees a shadow or not. He's pretty famous in Pennsylvania. Sometimes people from around the country aren't as familiar with him. And he shipped in a poly bag, first class. Here we have a dandy Humphrey Hug a Bear. And this is a Little Mrs. Claus bear. And it reads, "'Twas the night before Christmas." I guess it's not a Mrs. I think this is Humphrey as a boy. The bear's voice was male. His name is Humphrey. It's probably not a Mrs. Claus bear. I I'm assuming Humphrey's a boy. Anyway, he comes with this book on him. Let me see if I can show you where. So that big old tag right there attached to him is actually a mini version of the book 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, and when you press his hand he reads the book and the story to the kitties. He was $1.99 at the Goodwill, but he sold for a best offer of $19.80, and he did ship in a box. I think he came right in under 16 ounces, so he wasn't that expensive to ship. If I ever had this bear again, I would most likely put calculated shipping on it because it was really cutting it close. Here we have Homer and Bart Simpson. Each one of these individually was 99 cents at the Goodwill, so $2 for the two of them. And they sold for $31 for the pair, and they shipped together in a poly bag, first class. Here we have Lightning McQueen from Disney Pixar's Cars. This is like a plushie, but it's also like a giant pillow. This did not take long to sell. It was up for like a week and a half when it sold. And I accepted a best offer of $18 on it. It did ship first class in a poly bag, but we had to get it one of our larger poly bags to fit him inside. Alright, now we're going to get into some highlights of the clothing, some bread and butters. You guys know Cuba Vera. While it used to be a lot more coveted and sell for a lot more money, it's still a pretty good brand to pick up if you find it, especially if you find it with these unique graphics. And this one was also linen. So this one had the linen blend going for it. That's one of those materials we pretty much source anytime we find it. And it had the neat graphics. It was only a size small, so I did accept the best offer of $20. I had it up for wanted $25. It was on the 25% off sale for $24.18. When they offered $20, I just accepted it. Small shirts for men are really hard to move. Sometimes they'll sit around for a while. This shirt was $2 at a thrift store in Florida. Here we have pajama jeans. Jeans. I love these. These are one of the bread and butters I absolutely love to find. They never sit for very long. They move very quickly. They don't go for a whole ton of money, but they move really, really fast. So when I find them for 99 cents, I always grab them. I would pay up to $2.50 for them probably, just because of how quick they go. These ones I accepted a best offer of $18, and they did ship in a padded flat. They were 99 cents at the Goodwill. This American Eagle denim jacket was 99 cents at the Goodwill, and it actually sold overnight. It was part of our death pile that I've been working my way through for about 5 months now, almost to the end of it, almost to the end of the death pile. But this bad boy was in there. I listed it. It sold overnight for $20.99, and it did ship in a padded flat. It's so old from the death pile, but I do remember this. I had gotten a whole bunch of jean jackets at one thrifting trip, and I don't know why this one never got listed, but there you have it. This Canada sweatshirt was at no cost to us. It was given to us to flip. It had a little stain right there on the shoulder. It's not a tag, but I just listed it as used anyway, because it's just like the barb. You can't really prove anything without the actual tags. It did sell. I'm yawning. I'm so sorry. It sold for $21 on a best offer, and they paid for shipping. It was really big and really bulky when you folded it up. If you can't see inside, it's got a very nice fleece lining. So it was very thick and bulky when it was folded. There was no way it was going into a padded flat. So I did put calculated shipping on it so that I could ship it in one of the large mailing boxes, which the buyer paid for. This Tabasco tie was $1 at a yard sale. It's been around for a very long time. We grabbed it because it was silk and Tabasco. Had a nice graphic. Sold for $11.40 and shipped first class in a poly bag. And here is the DVD VCR that I was talking about in the big old box. Going out today. This one was, I want to say $5 at the Goodwill. And it sold for $41.99. And then in addition to that, they paid for the shipping. And if you guys do see these DVD VCRs out in the wild for like $10 or less, you can comp them on the spot to see if they're worth it. I think any of them, any brand under $10 are worth it. We'll usually grab them. Some are worth a lot more than this. Some are worth a little bit less, depending on the brand and the model. So you can always comp it right there. Our general rule is if it's 10 or less, we grab it. And then the big box we ship them in that I showed you guys here, this long brown box, that is actually the box the Postal Service will ship your padded flat envelopes in. So if you ordered the free supplies on USPS.com, if you ever get the padded flats, and you order a lot of them, they come in that big brown tall box. That box is perfect for shipping DVD VCR remotes. Just to let you know, we ship all of our DVD VCR combos in there. And those boxes specifically, and it works out great. Alright guys, we're going to get into some remotes this week. I got 6 of them to show you. We sold a total of 24 remotes last week. That's a little over an average of 3 a day, so we're hanging in real tight at the 1% sell-through rate on the remotes. In fact, the remotes are selling really well. We are selling 1% of them every single day, every single week. And we continue to list more. More sell, the more are listed. And they are currently really the only thing in our store that's consistent. The Plush is consistent. I shouldn't say the remotes are the only thing. Plush is pretty consistent in that it's, the longest of the long tail. It's very slow. And we sell... I haven't seen a drop in Plush. They've pretty much been steady. But the clothing has just been like hit or miss lately. Our total amount of sales is down because our clothes aren't moving, but our remotes are. And they're electronics, so, they hang in at 1% and they continue to sell. They are coming out with the new item-specific stuff for electronics in March, which could affect stuff. Not sure how that's going to go, but for now we are selling 1% sell-through rate on the remotes, and we can talk more about the upcoming updates in another video. I will probably do it in my live show tomorrow night, kind of back and forth on that. But for now, our remotes are doing really well. They are the stars of the Hippo Hut. 1% sell-through rate. We sold 24 for the whole week. And I've got the ones that were the really great ones out to show you guys. So if you're out and about and you are sourcing at thrift stores, estate sales, garage sales, church sales, and you find remotes, these are the kinds that you want to look for when you're buying them one at a time in the wild. We sell remotes that sell for anywhere from like $7 all the way up to $60, depending on the remote. Then we bought 3,000 remotes all at once for like $1,600 shipped. So because we bought so many in bulk, we did the wholesale lot. We're okay with listing all of them, no matter what they are, because we're going to sell them all. We're going to make a profit. It's going to be great. But if you're just buying 1 or 2 at a time, or you just find one at a church, you don't really want to pay 50 cents to $1 for just a one-off that's going to sell for $7. If you can find a whole bunch of them together in a lot and just pay one price, that's great. You want to list them all that you can to make your money back and make some profit. But that's when you're, the whole buying wholesale is a whole different story. So if you're buying them one at a time, I would aim for the ones that aim for the ones that sell for like 18 and more and higher, and I would pay like 50 cents to $1. The reason you're looking at one that's up for $12.99 is because this model is pretty popular. We had 3 of these up. We got an offer from a buyer who wanted to purchase all 3 for $30. So we accepted the offer. The 3 of them shipped together, first class, under 8 ounces, still even with there being 3 in the envelope. So we were excited to accept his offer. But what was funny is we accepted his offer. He bought all 3 that we had. And that very afternoon, we went through a box and tested and cleaned them together. Keith took the photographs, and there was another one of these that he listed and already sold. So this one moves pretty quick. It's not worth as much money, but it does move pretty quick. And you guys can see it's a JVC DVD VCR. And there's the model number. Model numbers matter on remotes because there are a lot of these JVC DVD and VCR remotes that look exactly like this, but they'll have a different model number. Different model numbers sell for different amounts, and some are slower, some sell faster. Here we have a genuine JVC TV remote control. This one sold for $18.74. This is the model of the remote, and these are what it's for. Another JVC DVD recorder remote control. This one sold for $16.87. We have a genuine Insignia plasma TV remote that sold for $18.99. This is a genuine Sharp audio system remote. Sold for $20.62. And then we have a Toshiba TV remote control that sold for $17.99. Our store is public. You guys can go in there at any time and look through our solds if you're interested in selling remotes and you're going to be looking for them out in the wild. You may want to make a list for yourself of the brands and types and models that you're looking for that you'll be willing to pay for on a one-off situation. So you can either pause this video if you want to, or you can go through our solds and you can make yourself a little list of what you should be looking for. All of our remotes averaged out to about 52 cents a piece, and that includes the cost of shipping it to our door. That is all the highlights of this week, you guys. I'll be back later this week with a plush that sold on eBay in the month of January and a jeans that sold video that's specific to just plush and just jeans that sold in the entire month of January on eBay. And possibly this week, probably next week, I'll have a what sold on Poshmark in January video up for you guys. Tomorrow night's my live show. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You don't want to miss it. We're going to talk about some stuff I think is pretty important for resellers. And hit the thumbs up before you leave. It does help the channel. It seems like such a simple thing, but it really helps, guys. And in the comments below, you can let me know how your sales are doing. If you are seeing an increase in sales, as we expect more people are getting their tax returns back right now, or people are starting to get them back, I guess. How are your clothing sales? That's what I'm most curious about. I feel like that's what's really slow right now. And if you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe to our channel. Help us feed a hungry hippo. Join our Facebook group. Link is in the description box down below. And we're on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at flippinhippos. Until next time, guys, go be productive. Go make some money. And thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.